Nation. Cameron Walker, I'm going to bring you back in just to repeat the statement, the personal message from the Princess.
Yes, so for those of you who are just tuning in, we have received a statement from the Princess of Wales. She is confirming that she is going to be attending Trooping the Colour tomorrow in London with the rest of the royal family, and she said she hopes to join a few public engagements over the summer as she continues treatments for cancer for a few more months. She said she's making good progress and has good days and bad days, as any cancer patient will tell you, is what she says, adding, I am not out of the woods yet. So it's not a full return to public engagements, I must stress, but this is a very positive sign that she is starting to get back to normal.
And I like the line where she says, I'm learning how to be patient, especially with uncertainty. And that's something I think everyone can empathise with. It's terribly difficult to be patient when there's so much uncertainty, and with health matters, makes it even worse.
Absolutely, and understandably, Kensington Palace are not going into any further details as to exactly what treatment or what the progress is of the Princess of Wales, other than to say she is still continuing preventative chemotherapy. I think when we got the video message from her in March explaining her cancer diagnosis, one of the lines in that was, it's taken time for me and my family to come to terms with this diagnosis, because she's only in her early 40s,
very young.
and clearly the whole country was rattling around her as well and was really championing her. So it's just good to see that she's back in action, or will be tomorrow. Absolutely.
Thank you very much, Cameron. Now, my panel have been patiently waiting here. We have Paul Scully and Sean Simon with us this evening. Paul, I'll start with you. Now, as I'm sure you're aware, there has been all sorts of speculation over the Princess of Wales' health. Where is she? Why isn't she at X public engagement, or Y public engagement? This is the news that people have been waiting for. We are going to see her in the flesh tomorrow at the Trooping the Colour.
Yeah, I think it's fantastic news. It does give the lift that you were talking about, because we've got the general election, which is pretty depressing when you hear some of the debates and all the stories they're saying one's more negative than the other. We've got the world situation at the moment in Gaza, Ukraine, etc. And it's just nice to have a bit of good news. And it's also insurance in case the boys don't actually bring the football home.
Well, yes.
Best of luck to Scotland tonight. I was, of course, talking about England. But it's the photo there, I thought, looking up, looking forward was positive. The Prince and Princess came down to the Royal Marsden to open the Oak Cancer Centre there in my former constituency, as I'm not standing again, just a few years ago. Obviously, there's no way she would have known at the time that she's going to need the services of the top consultants in the country just those few months afterwards. So it's great news.
Yes, and Sean, this is the lift. This is a lift for a lot of people in this country who will be watching that engagement tomorrow, wondering. There's been all sorts of speculation about whether she will be there, whether she'll be taking part, what role she'll play, whether we won't see her at all. And now we know the Kensington Palace have told us she will, in fact, be there. She'll be there on the balcony for all to see.
It is fantastic news. You have had a string of celebrity royal experts opining on every level of this. I do not claim to be a royal expert as they are, but I was in America last week at a conference of legal academics, sober technical people, and all they wanted to talk about was the Princess and the royal family.
Really?
So it's not even just people here, it's people all over the world will be very interested in this news. Great news.
Oh, absolutely. This is news that travels far beyond the United Kingdom, isn't it, Paul?
Absolutely, and I think she's very professional. By the way, you're asking what colour she's going to be. I suspect she'll be avoiding party colours tomorrow. If she's wearing light blue,
yes.
Then you're talking about reform later on. If she's wearing light blue, then we really do have to worry.
Well, there are so many parties that kind of narrows it down, doesn't it?
Right, look, yeah, absolutely. But look, the royal family is very much what London and the UK are known for. People come to, tourists. When I'm out in Westminster, people are asking where Buckingham Palace is. They're looking at the various palaces, and Palace of Westminster, Buckingham Palace, and they're really excited. This is a big draw for the UK. So to have this kind of good news, that does go around the world.
Well, good stuff. Well, join us tomorrow morning for a very special programme. We've got Andrew Pearce and also Ellie Costello presenting live coverage of Trooping the Colour from 10 a.m. Tomorrow morning here on GB News. We do this stuff so well on this channel, so make sure you tune in from 10 o'clock